Welcome to MJ Sailing. We're Matt and Jessica, a couple that left Michigan for the nomadic lifestyle 7 years ago. Recently, we refitted an aluminum boat to sail to the Arctic and explore some of the more remote areas of the planet. Thanks for joining the adventure.
Yeah, we gotta blow this up first.
It is our first full day in the LOFOTEN Islands, and we are ready to get out and do some exploring. And unfortunately, if you can tell behind me, the clouds have really settled in. Our plan was to go to hike a peak, which is, I think, behind me here now, and it is completely covered. But there's also a cave over there that we might try and explore, and we're just going to walk a trail by the houses next to us and just see how far we can get up. So we'll do that this morning before we move to the main harbor, where we can provision and fill the boat up with some water and fuel. But it still is pretty. Last night we were sitting out here and it was completely clear, and we got to watch the sun kind of like dip behind the cliffs here, and it was just gorgeous. And then by the time we got ready for bed, like all these like clouds just started to roll in, which was very cool to watch. But now it's gonna kind of block our view, so we're still gonna have a good time. Lots to go see. Right, Matt?
Yes.
Yes.
Very Lord of the Rings style.
That it is.
Yes.
Feel like I'm in New Zealand.
I do.
And now we get to try and find a landing among the rocks.
Whew, I can see the bottom.
But yeah, I can see the bottom already. Lots of boulders. Seaweed. Oh, lots of seaweed. Time to start rowing ourselves in through all of this kelp. That is thick. I'm surprised we're still going. Go, Johnson, go, go. And that's all she wrote. All right, time to put the camera away and push ourselves in. As long as you don't splash this stuff on me, we're good.
This is when you need waders.
Yep. Oh man, look at this. I don't think we're gonna get any further. I think we're gonna have to go to the rocks.
Huh.
Pretty sure that is the only
How
option.
deep is
There's
it?
no plan B or C.
Yeah.
It's gotta be deep. It's gotta be like knee deep still.
That's easy enough.
Well, after a little bit of slipping and sliding through this stuff, we got ashore. Well, after a little bit of slipping and sliding through the seaweedy kelp stuff to get off the boat, we got ashore.
Not her.
I slipped.
You got the dainty,
Yeah.
yeah, princess.
Who started pulling out the boat away from me while I was balancing it?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, right behind us here, I believe, is the start of a trail. So again, I'm sure it does lead to the top. Our Maps.me app shows it does, but we wouldn't see anything from up there. So we're just going to climb a couple hundred feet till things get misty and then come back down. But oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And especially Element. She just looks so I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna do the pun. She looks in her element sitting out here in the bay with like all of this fog and the rocks, and she looks pretty tough. So thanks, elements, for getting us here. Nestled in the harbor we are occupying on Værøy is the former town of Måstad that was once a popular fishing village that also had a side business of catching puffins and puffin eggs. A rare breed of dog called the Norwegian Lundhund even originated from here. It is small, very flexible, and has an extra toe that allows it to crawl into caves to catch the puffins.
Just walked through the village here that used to be about 150 people in here until about the 1940s, and then the lack of good plumbing facilities and jobs and electricity kind of forced people to move away. But still, it looks like maybe a summertime area here for cottages. Just beautiful though. Everything's actually really well maintained too. It's awesome. I love this place. And we found the start of the trail. It just kind of goes right straight through the town and then leads right up to this mountain behind us. Looks a little intimidating, actually.
Oh, there's the start of the trail, and it looks like it's all the way up. And we are walking the, it's not a terribly steep path up, but it is a little damp today. But it's so pretty with all these wildflowers around. Just bursts of yellow and purple everywhere you look.
There's really no way to show how steep this actually is, but it's basically straight vertical here and straight vertical over here. Very impressive.
And if that view is impressive, check out the harbor behind us now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Yeah, this
view is impressive.
That is
right
a very
here.
impressive
Look
view.
at my awesome hiking jeans.
Now show us the back. No, your butt.
Oh, my butt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
My hiking glutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But then this view is, well, second after Matt's glutes. Ah, look at that. And we're not even like a third of the way to the top yet. So.
I don't think we're an eighth over the top.
Oh, if only we're as clear as it was last night. How far would you say we are now?
At the most, a third.
You think?
At the most. I think that's probably a little generous, but it is properly steep here.
Yeah, that was not like a gradual climb.
No, and any little slip and it is right over the edge, and you're not going to stop until the bottom.
Yep.
Bet you can hear my heartbeat on camera. No, you can't. Just make out the ridge up there.
Did not make it all the way to the top. This is where our trip ends. Starting to get to the point where the clouds are so thick that while we can see the path right ahead of us, really can't make out much of the harbor anymore, and as Matt was saying, it's so like damp and dewy up here that getting down is going to be a task. So this is where we're going to end the hike and head down, but oh my gosh, even just getting up this high, the views were totally amazing. Again, I wish we could do it on a clear day. I've seen photos of what the harbor looks like from the peak, and it's just out of this world. But we're not done with the Lofotens yet. There will be more hikes to come, more wonderful views, but now we're gonna go to a white sand beach. And if we're still this hot when we get there, we might even go for a swim. Who knows, we'll see.
This is supposed to be a puffin breeding ground. With this fog, I think their privacy is going to be secure. We're not going to see them, unfortunately, so I think this is when we go time out and we go down. Again, as Jess said, there's plenty of other hikes for us to do. Oh, and it's actually getting foggier.
Yeah, so we should probably start our descent now.
Let's go!
Let's go. Of course, it would happen that we get back down to the bottom and it's clearing, but we are still going to head over to the beach right now. Sun's just hitting it a little bit. There's a really cool cave that we might just kind of check out the entrance to. If only we had some cold Coronas. They're on the boat, they're just not cold, so get out there, walk around, see what there is to see, and then we'll take the boat to town.
I'm trying not to step in too much guano.
Yeah, we're gonna swimming in guano. That'll be. Make sure to stay tuned for part 2 of this episode, where we explore the white sand beaches of our harbor, take a look at one of the local caves, and find out what midnight looks like at 67 degrees north.